Today I'm going to be reviewing the NASB Single Column Reference Bible, and this is from Zondervan, and it is the 1995 text of the NASB. So before we pull it out here, let's look at some of the features. So it is a side column reference edition with single column text. It has a dictionary concordance. There are two color page design throughout. It is a line-matched Bible text. It is a verse-by-verse format. It's black letter, wide margins, full-color presentation page, 8 pages of full-color maps. We have 36 GSM paper. We have art gilt on the pages, perimeter stitching, 2 satin ribbons, and we have a 10.5 font size. All right, so let's pull this out. I have the brown leather soft edition, which is a really nice, almost marbled brown looking cover here. It's pretty much the same cover as, to me it feels like, is the Abide Bible that I have in the brown leather soft. Here we have the spine, some nice gold detail there. We have a patterned paste down liner, which looks really nice. We have a gilt line in here too, which is kind of cool, especially for a non-premium Bible. There's our presentation page. We have a table of contents. A forward. A preface to the New American Standard Bible. Principles of translation, an explanation of the general format, abbreviations, and then we're going to get into the Old Testament. So we have book introductions that include title and background, the author and date of writing, the theme and message, and an outline. I like the red color scheme throughout, kind of breaks it up a little bit so it's not just black and white. And if you've watched my previous videos, I had a video about my favorite format for Bibles, and I just really enjoy the single column format. So this is a really nice layout for me personally. I really like it. We have references out here to the side. It is in the NASB Comfort print, which I don't have a lot of experience with yet, but I like it so far. I still give a slight edge to the New King James Version Comfort print, but this is really nice as well. Like, I have no complaints about it or anything, just a personal preference there. This is a great Bible for reading. It's not super heavy, so I could definitely see carrying it with me. It's not a thin line, obviously, but it's not a super heavy Bible either. A little chunky with it being a single column. And you could use it for studying or lesson prep, sermon prep, because it does have the references. Skip ahead a little bit here. Again, like I said, I like how the chapter numbers and the headings, page numbers, those are all in that nice red. It lays flat, as it is a sewn binding. I believe I mentioned that. Get into Psalms here. You can see what the poetry sections look like. Okay, let's skip ahead to the New Testament now. Maybe at some point. Getting closer. There we go. And as I said before, it does have 2 satin ribbons. Pull these out here. So they're just 2 different shades of brown. So they match nicely with this brown, gold, and red color scheme. This is a black letter text, which I prefer. And I especially like it when the accent details are in red, because I just think it gets to be a little much at times when there's all that red. It looks really nice like this. It's not overdone. But when you have red letter, I don't know, it just is a lot of red. And again, this is my personal preference. Thomas Nelson and Zondervan both always do a really nice red letter, so it's not that, it's just my personal preference for reading. The paper's really nice too. It's that 36 GSM, and it's line match too, so you're not going to get a lot of ghosting or have trouble reading that. Okay, so let's get to the end here and see what we have. We'll look at the end of Revelation. So we have the miracles of Jesus, chart on that. We have parables of Jesus. Perspectives from the Bible. So, for example, what to read when the future seems hopeless, or you're seeking God's direction, or you're prone to judge others, you have been cheated, things are going well, and it just gives you some verses to go with each of those topics. There's prayers of the Bible and where to find them, which I really like that feature. Definitely going to look through those. Promises from the Bible. And then we have the Concordance. Like many other Bibles that I own, the Concordance is rather small font, but I do understand there's a whole lot they need to squeeze in there, and they don't want to make the Bible huge. So, I can see why they did that. Okay, let's skip to the end here. My fingers are not functioning very well today, obviously. But after we get through the Concordance, we have several blank pages. Then we have the note regarding the type, and then we have our full color maps. About 8 pages of maps. And then we get to the end. So again, this is a really nice Bible. If you like single column, if you're looking for the NASB 95 version, this is a great one for a reading or for a read-through of that version. I'm considering reading through the NASB next year. I'm working on ESV right now, so I need to get through that first. And this is another version that's on my list. I've already read NLT, CSB, NET. I read NLT several times, actually, because that was my first version of the Bible that I really used extensively. So I've gotten through those translations, and I'm working on ESV. I want to add New King James Version and NASB to my read-throughs, hopefully in 2022. So this is going to be a great one for that, and I'm probably going to use this one. Even though it's not a premium Bible, per se, it's made really well. Zondervan and Thomas Nelson, I brag on those publishers a lot because they just really make well-made Bibles that are affordable, that the average person can afford without having to, drop $200 on a Bible. So I really appreciate that. Although I love my premium Bibles, it's just nice to have these well-made, affordable editions as well that we can carry with us and use daily. So I'm really excited to dig into this one. This is the NASB single column and reference Bible in the 1995 text.